Hey y'all, sprinkle, sprinkle. Welcome to the video. All right, I just got off of TikTok doing my hair and my makeup. So if y'all are coming from TikTok, welcome. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Y'all make sure y'all subscribe if y'all are new to the YouTube channel. Thank y'all for being here. So we're talking about, should broke men date? They think they should. I think this is why a lot of people get ghosted or go into debt, because broke men should not be dating. You can't impress a woman with nothing. Okay, you can't impress a woman with an empty wallet. So I feel like broke men should be trying to get their money up instead of trying to date. Like, they should be literally striving for more than sitting there trying to impress a woman with empty pockets. It doesn't go together. Never has, never will. Okay. So I feel like, okay, so men say, well, what do we do if we're not able to date because of our financial, our financial status? What are we supposed to be doing? Starting businesses, finding second and third streams of income, investing your money, growing your money. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like a lot of men know this. This is why they tend to have friends with benefits, or they don't want a commitment, or they don't want to get into a relationship where there's emotional attachment, because they know they can't impress you financially. So a lot of men will tell women, I don't want nothing serious. I just want to be friends. You know, this ain't going nowhere, right? For one or two reasons. Either they're broke or they already got somebody, or both. So listen to what they tell you in the beginning. That's usually an indicator of their finances or their, status of being single or not. They literally will tell you from the start. So a lot of women are dumb and they'll agree to it because, oh, he's so cute, or, oh, he might be the one. He ain't the one if he just told you you ain't the one. All right. Could you imagine? Well, how did you meet your man? Well, he told me I wasn't the one. That's not a good story to tell. So be smart. They do need to get their money up, for real. The best way to do it is to focus on themselves and not the women all the time. The women gonna be there when you old. Women gonna be there when you paid. Okay, and better looking ones that you can't get broke. It's all gonna be worth it. All right. You said, yeah. That's the same, like that's the same question somebody said, I bet a man would never date an ugly chick. That's like saying, should I date ugly? Should you date when you look bad? Think about the quality that you're going to attract if you go out there ugly and try to date. What kind of people are you going to attract? This is the same for men. If you're broke, what type of women are you going to attract? Is it even the type of woman you want at all? Especially, do you want that type of woman raising your kids? Do you want that type of woman to one day be your wife? No. What man wants a woman who will accept him at his brokest and will never respect him? That's why all these men walk around screaming and yelling, I need a woman to submit to me. Well, you can't find that unless you have some money. You got some money? Because women don't submit to brokenness. So you got to pick a struggle. You got to find some money, or date within your tax bracket and not expect nobody to be submitting to no brokenness. All right. No brokenness. I think women should be motivation for broke men, not competition, not a direction of hate and anger. I think they should be motivation. Like Kelly Rowland be saying, motivation. Women are motivation to men, not competition. Women are motivation to men to get more money. So they don't have to compete with her. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Could you imagine just going a couple of steps higher than competition and just become just provider? Thank you, Alicia. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Your man is amazing, provides for you, gives you money. But yesterday he told you his parents are visiting from his country and they will stay with us for 6 months. Guess you're gonna be going on a vacation every couple of weeks, right? Um, is that like normal in your culture, or I mean, I don't know what to tell you, ma'am. I hope the wife is a good cook and cleaner. Either you're gonna get a vacation or you're gonna have extra work. If you're a woman like me, you're gonna have a vacation. Oh, I'm so glad your mom's coming. I don't have to cook and clean anymore. She could take that over. Or, oh my gosh, it's the perfect time to go on that girls' trip or that vacation that I wanted to go on for so long with my mom or my sister. Y'all have fun. Bye. You don't have to be there the whole time. Go take some staycations, go to the spa. Maybe if he has money, you could ask his mom to go shopping and y'all go to the mall and use his credit card. But make the best out of it, but don't become a servant to his parents, If anything, hire some extra help. Someone says, take on new hobbies. Yes, it's about to be spring. You can get out there on a pickleball court, join a gym or some type of recreational club. And you should also have a say in whether they're, welcome to stay there that long or not. I can understand like a couple of weeks, maybe 2 weeks, because that's pushing it. But 6 months is crazy. Sprinkle, sprinkle. You said you'd get up every day and leave that house. Mm-hmm. I mean, they could stay there by themselves and y'all could go on vacation. House sit. Just tell them to house sit for y'all. If it gets too much. But yeah, broke man should definitely not be dating. It's a no-no. This is why so many people are in bad situations because broke men tried to date and they weren't ready. Okay. They got their heart broke. They got somebody pregnant that they did not want a future with. You know, they got their credit messed up trying to impress women with, what they didn't have. And so a lot of people go into debt and make huge life altering, bad decisions based on trying to have something that they can't yet afford. You know, a woman is no different than going into debt for a woman is no different than going into debt for something you cannot afford. It's not a wise decision. And when women are known to be expensive, that's the last thing a broke man should be after. Something he cannot afford. Thank you, Natasha. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Girl, he had to put a dog. Okay, he had to put his dog down, but you broke up with him last night. Girl, no. His dog was gonna die whether you broke up with him or not. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Let me tell you a secret. This is kind of evil, but his pain of losing you is going to be more increased now because of the dog. Okay, he might have been out there trying to find another chick the next day, but now that it's you and the dog that are not there, he's going to be in his feelings. So it might help you out in the long run for him to actually think about all the things he did wrong and how everything is going wrong since the breakup and see all the things that he's done wrong. It's going to get him to focus. So I think it's an added bonus. No offense, I mean, poor dog, but it's going to make him more emotional over you, which is a good thing. Because if he ever tries to come back, you can charge money. All right. Thank you, Alicia. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Okay. Alicia asked, Shira, how can I keep your boundaries with his parents. You're meeting them for the first time and you're not excited to have a kid too. You're not excited. Oh, you have a kid too. Honestly, y'all gotta have my persona when you meet parents. I know this is gonna sound terrible, but main character energy always. Okay. I'm so that they gonna have to impress me. You understand? I know that don't sound straight, but are their parents going to impress me is what I'm thinking. I don't care if I impress them. I know I impress everybody. So are they going to impress me? That's my thinking. Is that weird? Or is that the truth for some of y'all? Okay, let me see this. Somebody sent me a cash app. Thank you, Amma. Thank you, Amma, for the cash app. So sweet. All right. Thank you, Nell. Okay. Thank you, Miss Amma. Amma, I don't see anything that you wrote, but just nothing. You didn't write that, but thank you, girl. I'm a hit the little heart thanking you. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Okay, so you have a sugar daddy. Okay, you have a SG who stayed in your phone and you asked him to help you financially, and he said, I don't offer him anything substantial for him to help me. Should I drop? Yeah, girl, you should have another one, because if a man truly likes you, he's going to give, whether you give something back in return or not, because he truly likes you and he wants to impress you. So he's going to do for you, because a woman naturally gives of herself eventually once she trusts a man to be a provider or feel safe around one. He is not offering that. So he's just about one thing, like tit for tat and exchange. So there's nothing that he can do for you because he doesn't see you the way that you want him to see you. He sees you as a piece of meat, not a person. Okay. Sprinkle, sprinkle. So therefore he's not going to do anything for you for free because he's a transactional person. Okay. He doesn't have it to give freely. He's not trying to impress you. He doesn't like you 10 times more. He's the wrong target. Absolutely wrong target. You need to go out and find someone that really likes you times 10. And you won't even really have to ask them. They'll just do what you need them to do. Okay. That dude thinks that he's the prize, obviously. All right. Sprinkle, sprinkle. People always want to introduce me to their family. They do? Okay. Well, maybe you're impressive. Yeah, we don't care about the man's family. They need to impress us, because just as some people's family need to approve of you, you need to approve of their family. Okay. If you are going to have a future with this person, you guys also have to approve of them. They got to impress you too. It ain't just one way. All right. So I'm looking at it like that. Impress me, fam. Family, impress me. If you can't impress me, then I'm not finna impress you. That's for sure, because it's not even worth it. You said you told him no to shorten their stay. You will move out during the 6 months. Well, go get you a little Airbnb, go on vacation, go travel. Oh, Lady Lorraine's energy in the house. Thank you, girl. Sprinkle, sprinkle. How are you? Yes. Sure. How you been? I saw you on. I just mailed out your letters on Patreon. So you should be getting a Valentine's Day card from me. Sprinkle, sprinkle. If y'all are on the Patreon mail out tier, I mailed y'all's Valentine's Day cards out earlier this week. So sprinkle, sprinkle. Y'all, shout out to Lady Lorraine's energy. Y'all, she be selling oils on Etsy. This is the vanilla latte oil. Girl, I be smelling like a snack wearing this. I like to layer this with my gourmand perfumes. And y'all go check out her Etsy store, Lady Lorraine Zenergy. So if y'all saw my themed video that I put out last night near midnight, I linked it in the description bar. Ooh, so good. I linked it in the description bar. It's my vampire beauty video. And thank you, Miss Lady Lorraine. And I feature like products, and I feature beauty products, skincare products, and stuff like that that are vampire themed. And I did a whole aesthetic and edited video for y'all. So y'all go check that out. It's just my last edited video. Just click on videos if you're on my main page, or it's linked in the description bar. Also, I'm going to be starting to do these themed videos for beauty or like products and stuff, but I'm going to theme them. So it's just not just a boring haul, you know. So I did a vampire themed one yesterday. That's why my nails are this color. So next, I'm going to do another theme. I already got the idea, but I don't want to say what it is yet because I'm still working on it. But I feature big name products, small business, and what I, you know, something that I purchase, or that I already have in my collection or whatever. So, but good news, Lady Lorraine Zenergy, I'm going to be featuring one of your oils in my next one. Sprinkle, sprinkle. All right. Or not my next one, but the one after that. Sorry, the third one. Because I have a special one that I'm going to do with your, yeah. Thank you, girl. So I have one coming up, and then the one after that is where I'm going to feature your stuff. Or maybe I will. Maybe I'll find a way. Maybe I'll do both, because you're always so kind and generous. Okay, Miss Alicia, thank you. You'll try to go on a vacation here and there. They have other family here that they will also be staying with, so not only with us. Well, that's good, Alicia. You make it work, ma'am. Make it work, because you might find a whole new hobby or, you know, friend group or something just by getting out the house. Girl, go to karaoke. Thanks, you are using your advice. A man gifted you $300 on the first date after telling him your standards. I know that's right, Miss Monet. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Okay. He said he gonna impress you that day. I'm so proud of y'all. Y'all get y'all money. Y'all know how to get it now. Sprinkle, sprinkle. I mean, for the first date, she told him the standards. He went to the ATM, so obviously good enough for him to get to that ATM and bring her something. Something better than nothing. And if there's no second date, she won. Okay. He said some guy you just met asked you to be his Valentine. This is what I would say. Well, are you sure you want me to be your Valentine? I'm an expensive Valentine, baby. I like jewelry, flowers, candy, other gifts. I like nice restaurants. So, are you sure you want me to be your Valentine? That's what I would tell him. And it's as a man, their ego is going to be challenged. And either they'll say yes and spend the money, or say, oh, you're right, never mind. And go on about their business, you know, because broke men definitely shouldn't date. So that's how you test them out, by telling them that you're expensive. I'm an expensive date. Even on Valentine's Day, it's going to get even more expensive. So you sure you want me to be your Valentine? What do you think of a guy that always asks his girlfriend for money and never pays back? I think that's not his girlfriend, but that's his pick Misha, Barbara D. Builder, his placeholder. All right. Because a grown man doesn't want to look emasculated in front of the woman that he wants respect from and who he deems is the one. Okay. You're just his second mother. The girl is just his second mother, because his mom, he probably asked his mama for money too. Sprinkle, sprinkle. You're not supposed to be giving grown men money at all. You need to tell them to go figure it out. I'm sorry, you need to figure that out. Well, if they start threatening to break up with you, that means they don't like you. That means you're just their cash cow. So if you have a boyfriend and he always asking you for money and you say no and he threatens to break up with you, he don't like you. He's just using you. You're a pygmisha. You're a Barbara the Builder. You're desperate just to say you got a man. You're going to reach in your purse. Don't do it. It's better to be single and save all your money and keep all your money and level up and date somebody that's going to pay for you and give you money. Okay, take that energy and redirect it into bettering yourself so that you can collect instead of hand out. Sprinkle, sprinkle. All right. You got to flip the script and get your money up and stop dealing with dust. Okay. You say when you meet men, they always rush for marriage. Okay, is it a green card situation? Well, your okay, Lex, your marriage standards need to be high. That way they won't rush. Sprinkle, sprinkle. So you know how people have standards just to date? You need to have standards. You need to have marriage standards. Like I'm not marrying until I have this much money in my bank account. I'm not marrying until I have been to these countries and traveled to these places. I'm not marrying until I do A, B, C, and D, until I have this, this, and that. So if he wants to marry you, he got to make sure you have all them things before you say I do. Okay. Otherwise, he's not getting any closer because you have a bucket list before you get married. You got a checklist. And if you can't check it all off, you ain't getting married to nobody. So he has to help you accomplish all the lists that you have created. It could be anything. Okay. So if they're trying to rush marriage, make you a list of a checklist. If they want to marry you, they're going to check everything off that list for you. You said they rich and will get you anything I need. Well, don't make it about money then. Make it about stuff that they can't buy. If they already give you everything, make it about stuff that they can't buy. Okay. Stuff that takes time. Say, I want to build my own business online and be making this much money before I get married. So they're going to give you the money to invest. Then you have time to work on yourself and build your stuff up before that'll buy you time. Or I want to have this much time to enjoy my life before getting married and having kids if y'all plan to have kids. So have other standards that also take time. Mhm. Your husband can't hold Airbnb and buy a house. What? Okay. Tell them you want to travel the world. Okay. Yes. I mean, that's a good idea. Mhm. Okay. Today he asked, can you make me breakfast? Breakfast isn't free. So I told him to buy me a coffee about all about balance. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Um, that's so nice. And I feel like that's not really what I represent or stand for. But like I said, if you have a happy relationship and it's working for you, great. But as a woman, I'm not cooking for nobody unless they're paying me literally, but they're gonna have to pay me more than coffee. Okay. Like, and I don't want to get into the habit of them asking me to cook for them. So I'm gonna burn the food if I get in that kitchen on purpose, y'all. Because I don't want a man asking me out of habit to cook for him. I'm not your cook. So I will definitely oversalt or burn the food on purpose because I don't want him to get in the habit of fixing his mouth, asking me to cook for him. That's not, especially y'all ain't married. He ain't paying no bills, none of that. Sprinkle, sprinkle. I just get turned off when people ask first, like, especially men. I get turned off when they start asking for stuff instead of trying to pay for stuff. You know what I mean? Like let's go get breakfast instead of make me breakfast. Let's go get breakfast. Go get dressed. We're going to breakfast. That's what I want to hear. I don't want to hear go make me no breakfast. I want to hear that. Okay. Give me a massage. I want to hear no give me a massage. I want to hear, you know what, let's book a trip with a spa. Okay. I want to hear none of that. Why? Because I don't want them to start trying to take advantage of my kindness. That's the first thing that men try to do. They get you all into a situation where they start to slowly take advantage of your kindness, and then they start to take it for weakness. So always suggest going out or ordering something DoorDash versus cooking because they're going to get in the habit. And if you do cook, burn that stuff and oversalt it. Sprinkle, sprinkle. They'll never ask you to cook again. Or they'll go in there and cook. But do not, I repeat, do not be that chick. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Now, the reason why I say that, not because you shouldn't like to cook at home by yourself. You know, cook for your mama, cook for your nieces and nephews or whatever. We know you can cook. That's not really, we don't care. That's not something that needs to be checked off a list in order for you to be approved of. A man, you're not supposed to impress a man with your domestic cooking skills. All right. Because if you ask anybody, most men, they take your domestic work for granted. So you should never give it freely, ever. Okay. You say you cook for your dogs? All right. Never be all willy-nilly about doing some domestic work because they will definitely take you for granted and expect it. You say, you said it's about establishing respect. Exactly. I'm not over your house to be your maid or your cook, sir. Unless you on the payroll and it says maid and cook on the payroll, you can get your 401k and retirement fund from it. The answer is no. You said cook up my bank account. No, yeah, collect. If I'm not collecting money over there, then I'm wasting time. Okay. Men like to dominate sometimes. That's why I'm daddy. What? Sprinkle, sprinkle. Yeah, they need to dominate with their money. Okay. By saying, I got this money here, have it. Because I know you don't have as much as I do. That's the only type of domination you need. But the financial, look, I got this money. Here you go. It's nothing to me. I'm financially dominant because I make more money. But little do they know you got your own money and just using theirs to make yours increase. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Okay, now let me talk to the young women. Because I know y'all are going to be dating men of your own age and most of them are broke. What do? I can't date no old man. I got to date a young man. What if he makes 40K a year? Blah, 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 blah. Okay. To me, if you have money on your own, you need to find somebody that makes way more than you. All right? Way more. Because you're never going to be satisfied or happy with them. You're always going to be looking for the next dude with more. I promise you. Okay? You're never going to be 100% completely satisfied with a broke man. Your eyes are always going to be on the richer ones whenever they pass by. The ones with the nicer cars, the ones that dress better, the ones that are, business owners. You're never going to be 100% into that man because he's broke. So you're never even going to have a chance to really even like him or respect him. You're just going to resent him for not having the money that you wish he had. So don't get serious over a man that's broke. Okay. Keep your options open. Don't lay down and get pregnant by no broke man either. You shouldn't even be sleeping with none broke. Okay? Mm-hmm. Y'all are doing everything backwards and wrong. Let me tell y'all, the women that are asking how to get money from a man, they got to like you 10 times more. You with the wrong ones. You're with the wrong ones. That's why you don't know how to do it. It should come natural and very easy to get money from a man that you're dealing with. If you are having issues with feeling some sort of way before asking a man or suggesting a man give you money, that's wrong man. Okay. What I'm saying is they don't like you 10 times more. And you're going to feel some type of way if they don't like you 10 times more. You're going to be like, should I ask him? I'm going to seem this way. I'm going to seem that way. You're going to start questioning yourself and your own value before you ask a man that you feel like may not be the type of man that's going to give it to you. So if you know that man is not just going to fork it over and say, I was waiting on you to ask me for something. That's why y'all are nervous and scared to ask these men for money, because y'all know y'all chose wrong. Y'all know that's the wrong dude to ask or to get money from. Y'all know they don't like you times 10. So instead of listening to me when I tell y'all that, y'all still come and ask me questions about how you could get a man to do this without seeming desperate. Get the right man. That means you're going to look 10 times better than him. And he's going to like you 10 times more than you like him. That's the one that will give you money without you having to feel any type of way. They're going to offer it to you. They're going to ask when they could take you shopping. They're going to say, well, what can I do for you? Do you need anything? Just let me know. That's the ones you need. The other type of men that y'all are scared to ask money from is because you know they don't like you enough to give it to you. So readjust your thinking and date the ones that you know like you enough to give you whatever you ask for. Okay. You said Muslim women don't worry about any of this. Do Muslim women date multiple men at the same time though? Because like I know women are always telling me Muslim women don't have to worry about this. Yeah, because y'all get married and that's that, right? But women who aren't of a certain religion or culture, they date multiple men at the same time. They date before they choose who they want to marry for maybe years, months, some of them. But they get to pick and choose what type of man that they want to be with. And they can have 2 men paying for them, 4 men paying for them, or however many on their roster. Okay. But what I don't teach is for women to pay for no man or to pay out their pocket when they're with a grown man. Okay. You said you're Muslim and you date. Well, some people be telling me y'all can't date. So I don't know if it's strict Muslim or not strict. Guess y'all got relaxed in some of them rules, which is good. It's not prostitution. It's called dating. If that were the fact, then there's lots of men prostitutes out there right now because men are dating several women. All right. Y'all always want to label the woman when it's the man that's the pursuer. You said not all Muslim families are conservative. Okay. Well, you know, there's some relaxed Muslims like, what's her name? Onaja. She out there smoking cigarettes and putting on makeup in public, telling people to shut up. That's the kind of Muslim that, you know, if I had to be one, that's kind of I'd be. The Onaja kind. The kind that just converted yesterday. Okay. Good. Anyway, sprinkle, sprinkle. What is my definition of a broke man? A man that can't pay your bills. A man that if you lay down with and get pregnant with, your life is down the drain. That's a broke man. A broke man can't lift you up to the next level. A broke man can't do nothing for you. A broke man can't help you with anything. Okay. So basically, like if you're with a broke man, your future gets worse versus better. If you're with a broke man and you get pregnant, your child is now born in poverty and not going anywhere up the ladder soon. So if you're broke as a man, you should not be dating. You should wait till you have enough money to properly impress a woman. And if something should happen and you start a family, you should be able to also afford that. You should have good credit. You should be able to get a house, car. And if you ever get married, to have enough money to allow your woman to not have to work if she doesn't want to. But at the same time, y'all can't be living in poverty. Y'all have to be living within her standards and what she likes. So that takes money. Okay. Because the type of woman you want might not want to live in your meager surroundings. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Okay. You say you're gonna fly to Pakistan next month? Sahur? Okay. Okay. Your provider boyfriend told you that nice men finish last. I think it's weird. He provides but complains. Like he should be provided for too. He can kiss my and cover my bills. Okay, sprinkle, sprinkle. I think a lot of men have an issue with that because they keep listening to these broke men who don't have a woman. And the broke men are telling them, or the men, the red pill men are telling them, oh, you're a simp if you do this, or a simp if you do that. So they literally have to complain and put up a fake fight in order to not feel some sort of way because of the people that they're listening to. So in my opinion, as long as his actions are proven, that's all that matters. Okay. As long as his actions are what you need them to be, that's all that matters. He can say whatever he wants. Whatever makes himself be able to sleep at night with his red pill, uh, mentors, fine. As long as your bills paid, you ain't got to do nothing for him. Great. He can complain all he wants. He said men call men simps for liking women. Yeah, the broke men that no women want. They get mad and they lash out and project their rejection on every other person. So, for example, if men are saying, don't spend money on women, da, 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 what they're really trying to say is, if you don't have a lot of money and you're not rich, stop spending money on women because you'll never impress them and they'll never like you for you. You'll always be emasculated and they will never respect you. That's literally what they're saying, but in a toxic manner. Okay. So they're just literally projecting their experience with women because they were not wealthy enough to date. And they're just projecting it onto the people that are in similar financial situations so they don't feel bad about their financial status. And so they can walk around and hold their head up high with empty pockets, calling women names, but at the same time following women they can't afford all on their social media. So red pill men are just literally projectors of their financial situation. Okay. And so they're trying to tell other men not to spend on women because they can't afford to spend on women, or once upon a time they couldn't afford to spend on women. And they feel like a woman should want them for their brokenness. And that's just not even natural for a woman to want a broke man. It's not even natural. It don't go together. Okay. What about men that say that they are submissive and want you to tell them what to do? I'm telling them to deposit this money in my bank account every day. So this is what I want you to do on a daily basis. Roll by this bank, or get on your computer, or get on your Zelle, or get on that Cash App and send me this much money every day before you text me. If you don't send me this much money every day before you text me, I'm not texting back. Tell them that. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Thank you to Real Jess. Sprinkle, sprinkle. So when broke get rich, they change their mindset. When broke men get rich and they still have a poverty mindset and they think back to how women used to treat them, and they get mad about it because now they can have the same women and they treat them totally different. some men have a chip on their shoulders. So a lot of men will still say don't spend on a woman, but they'll secretly be spending on a woman at the same time. They'll still be spending. Thank you to High One, Sprinkle Sprinkle. Thank you for the thank you, Breezy. Thank you for the super sticker. That's very generous, Sprinkle Sprinkle. Oh, Miley, you said he's remorseful about attempting to cheat and says, I thought since I found you, you could one another. Do you believe he believes he's the prize? Opinion. I found you. Okay, he thinks he could find another. Did you meet him on a dating app, ma'am? Y'all keep proving my point. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Usually, now I'm just gonna answer the question because I don't have time to wait for the answer. If you met him on a dating app, he gonna continue to do that. If you didn't meet him on a dating app, he feels like, since you leveled him up by being in public with him and making him look, more established, that he could get someone else just as good as you. That's why you got to make it worth your while to be seen in public with a man, because you up his status automatically. That's why you need all bills paid. That's why you need car down payments or car payments. That's why you need him to be giving you a deposit in your bank account, because you up his status. So he need to up your bank account. All right. That's why men feel like that they can go out and find one just like you or better, because you up their status. So when other women see him out with you or see pics posted or whatever, now they're more interested than they used to be. So you're upping his value. So he needs to up your bank account. All right. Thank you, Sprinkle Sprinkle. When you was a dancer, you had a top spender, and you would see him outside and he was able to retire you. He became kind of cheap, so you let him go. But he texted you this weekend, but I canceled on him. Should I answer? Yeah, answer with like a huge financial problem and see if he's willing to solve it. Even if it's a lie, girl, it's a lie. Come up with some big major amount of money that you're trying to find. Thank you, Miley. Okay, online, he provides 100%, but he's slacking. Yes, Sprinkle Sprinkle. Yeah, when they meet you online, they try to upgrade on you, ma'am. That's why I tell y'all, stop meeting these men online. Because you getting their confidence level up that they said, okay, well, if she was online, there has to be someone out there also online that'll like me because she did. And maybe someone just as good or better, because I told y'all, online is just a buffet of women. And usually they become addicted to online dating apps. So they're never going to literally give them up. Just like y'all are addicted to social media, people that are on dating apps are addicted to the dating apps. You may be the perfect person. You may be great. You may be beautiful. He may like you a lot, but the addiction is real. So if y'all are dating men on dating apps, have you ever considered that they're addicted to the dating app? Sprinkle, sprinkle. And cheating is just the side effect of the addiction. Thank you, Tilly. What if he has old car but has 100K in savings? How old are you and how old is he? I'm just asking because, some people don't spend their money. They just save. Okay. And a lot of people will make more money and buy nice things and just find a way to make more money. So figure out which one he is, because if he just saves and never buys anything nice, he's probably going to be a little bit cheap. Unless he's very generous, then, your goal is what you can do for yourself with his money. Oh, thank you, Chelsea. You help me so much when we level up. Every feels that frequency. That's when we start to pull wealth. It's undeniable. Yes. Yeah. When you level up in your thinking, your mindset, your mentality, your confidence, everything goes with it to the next level. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Okay. Lana says, is it okay to go on dates if your boyfriend is stingy? Yeah. Go on dates with other men. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Exactly. He's a boyfriend. He's not your husband. You literally single till you marry. If he's stingy, you deserve to go out on dates and nice dates. Go on a date with another man. All right. If you get caught, tell me you too stingy. You don't want to take me nice places, so I found somebody else that could. You ain't my husband and you cheat. You're not my future. You the placeholder. You don't have to tell him in those words, but literally that's what he is. He's the placeholder, he's cheap, and you need to go see your other options. Tell it like it really is. Okay. You said how to not let boyfriend found out about providers. You got to be smart, ma'am. Get your IQ up about 2-3 points, and then you probably be smart enough to cheat properly. Okay. That means you got to create a strategy. You got to have a good cover. You can't be posting crap everywhere. You got to be a private person. You got to have another account. You got to have like a strategy in place. You can't just start cheating with loose ends. You got to get it together first. All right? So make a plan, make sure it's foolproof, and then move forward. Get everything in place. I mean, sometimes it's not even worth it to do all that extra stuff if the dude you're with ain't even got no money. Y'all be buying second phones, coming up with like different scenarios, going out of town. When your boyfriend, you just kick him out and just save yourself some trouble because a lot of them ain't even got no money to be sneaking around and doing all that stuff and doing all that planning and strategizing over. You know what I'm saying? So if they're broke, don't even bother. Just get caught and tell them, I was trying to find a way to tell you, but it's over. Okay, you went to a nice bar. Guy next to you was already tipsy, trying to be sexual. You're wearing off the shoulder, long sleeve, heels, jeans. What to do in the future? Move. Okay, he was probably drunk. Okay, like you said, he was tipsy. He was trying to be sexual. I'm wearing off the shoulder hood. I would have became super quick with my like. Okay, well, you know what? You look like you can pay this tab. Bartender, you ask him if he got your tab. Do you have my tab? Bartender, he says he has my tab. Thank you so much. I knew wearing this top tonight would bring me luck. Thank you so much for paying my tab. You're so sweet. What's your name? Girl, flip the script. Always flip it. Well, I see you like what you see, but I'm a lady. And as a lady, I just want to say thank you so much for paying that tab. You're such a gentleman. Start telling them who you want them to be after that. You got to flip the script around. You're such a gentleman, and I know like you're a very respectable man, and that you're probably just a little bit tipsy right now. What's your name? Mhm. Great. What do you do for a living? Wow, I can tell you're very smart. Flip everything around and get your money. Always. Oh, Lana, sprinkle, sprinkle. How about if we legally married, but married? If we're not, then you ain't married. Sprinkle, sprinkle. If you ain't married on paper, you ain't married. Okay. Oh, Mariah, sprinkle, sprinkle. Hi, Shira. Your sugar daddy takes care of you, but you already slept with him. How can I get him to spend more money on me while shopping without him feeling like he's overpaying? He's 34. Girl, he's 34. Where y'all shopping at, girl? Sprinkle, sprinkle. Anyway, don't give it up to him until he's give you more money. Every time you got to start all over and work from the beginning to get anything else. Okay, that's what I used to tell people back in the day. Every time you give them up. Every time you give it up, they got to start all over from scratch, impressing you and giving you more money and taking you here and taking you there before they can get it again. So it's just a cycle. Make them spend more and more and more until the next time. Okay. Um. So here's my thing about the marriage thing. If you're common law married, that's great. but it's not legal. So it don't even really count because you don't need a divorce. You know what I'm saying? Thank you, Shalita. Sprinkle, sprinkle. So if you can just walk away without having to call a lawyer or go to court, you're not married. Sprinkle, sprinkle. It's like you have an invisible marriage license, an agreement that's not legal. Okay. So you can leave at any time. You should talk about down low males. Well, when you find out, do better. I don't know. Okay, Lana says we are not legally married, only religious married. I don't even know what that means. But he still give you money at the same time. It's so stingy. I mean, you can't be religious married unless you're in a cult. Sprinkle, sprinkle. All right. What's the name of your cult? Because if you mean you just had a ceremony, that don't count. Okay. Okay. A ceremony doesn't count without a marriage license. It's not real. All right. You said a wedding blessing. Yeah, it's a fake marriage. It's a marriage to fool everybody, but you ain't fooling yourself. Okay. Okay, so you said you're in Islam marriage. Unless you got a marriage license, you are not married legally. You can literally walk away at any time. You could walk out your house, walk down the street, get in the car, and drive away and never have to get a divorce. You are not married. I don't understand. Y'all know I'm not religious. So unless like legally, if you don't have a marriage license, you ain't married. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Okay, in Islam marriage, I just asked, are you legally married? Do y'all know the term? A certificate ain't legal. Did you go to the courthouse? Did you sign up with the government? You said ethically. Girl, that don't matter. If it ain't legal, you ain't got to be there. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Okay. Ethically? Girl, ain't no such a thing. If you're not legally married, none of that stuff counts. You got to go to court too. Well, then why is she saying she ain't legally married? Does she even know if she's married or not? If you wanted to leave, did you have to get a divorce? That's my question. That's how you know. If you ain't got to get no divorce, if you don't need to hire a lawyer to walk away, then you are not legally married. Okay. Just asking because I don't know what y'all be trying to. I don't know how these men be trying to fool y'all. He said he wants to do it legally, but tells you to wait till next month. Did you already give it up, ma'am? Did you already roll around with him? Because some men be just lying and trying to get it in first and then never going to legally marry you. Thank you, Emma. Sprinkle, sprinkle. You're 19. how do you make him buy you a house? Girl, you 19. He probably don't think you are mature enough to even maintain a house. Do you know how to maintain a house, man? You got all the utility bills. You got to pay taxes on the house. You got to pay somebody to mow the lawn. You got to pay maintenance fees to upkeep everything. Are you ready for a house at 19, ma'am? Maybe you should, maybe, I don't know. I'm not going to tell you no, but maybe start off with something smaller and learn how to maintain maybe an apartment first before you just jump into a house. Because if you ain't got them taxes on the house, you still got to pay taxes every year, ma'am. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Depending on the neighborhood you live in, you may have to pay homeowners association fees. Can you afford that? And if the house is going to be in your name, your credit has to be able to afford that house in order to get the loan in your name. So just get an apartment first, man. You ain't ready for no house. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Someone says try to rent. Yeah. Okay. Try apartment. Someone says condo or apartment. Yeah, because if you have to pay taxes and all that stuff, you're not going to have any fun. If you got a job and you're able to pay them taxes, if you're able to afford all those things and the utilities and all that kind of stuff, or if he's going to pay for them, if you want your name on the house, he's going to have to buy you the house in total without a loan, because you don't know if he's going to continue to pay the mortgage or not. Because if you're on there, they're going to have to check your credit. Sprinkle, sprinkle. So make sure you're doing the right thing. I don't know. What if he says you're going to leave him if you don't sleep with him? Goodbye. I got other options. That's why you got to have other options, ma'am. So you can say goodbye at any time. All right. Where's your other options that are waiting in line for you to even acknowledge them? Mm-hmm. You said, do not under any circumstance lay down with anything broke. That's true. Mm-hmm. You said Muslim women never let a man marry you without a legal certificate because in non-Muslim countries you have no rights. That's true. They don't work out over here. They just gonna say, well, you done. Okay. You said men run a credit check on women before getting involved. Yeah, if you can't pay off all her credit cards in one fell swoop, don't even be dating a woman. Because you're there to make her life better, not do credit checks to see if you can afford her. If you have to check, you can't. Sprinkle, sprinkle. If you got to check a woman's credit, you can't afford to date her because you're supposed to come in there and just pay all the bills up. You're supposed to like, okay, ma'am, are you in debt? Let me take care of that for you. Give me all them bills. I got them. How much is your credit card debt? I got it. Now, oh, I can't date you. You have credit card debt. Okay, sir, that's what you're there for, to pay it off. Otherwise, get out of my face. Okay, they don't even know why they're there. Excuse me, sir, you sound real feminine right now. Goodbye. Why are you checking it if you don't have the key to solve it? Okay. Why are you checking a woman's credit if you can't pay the bill? That's the stupidest, most feminine thing a man can do. Let me go get her credit check, see if she got some debt. Well, if you can't pay it, it don't matter. All right. If you checking it to see how much you want to give her, wonderful. But if you checking it for any other reason, you dusty. Thank you, Chalita. Hi, Shira. You're from Thailand and you love listening. Okay, for a long time and it works. You're 25 and your boyfriend is 40. You got everything you want. Thank you so much for everything you do. Okay, Miss Chalita, sprinkle, sprinkle. I'm so glad. Shout out to Thailand. Sprinkle, sprinkle. You said the IRS ain't even on you like that. I know that's right. You're gonna be doing credit checks, looking for to see if you got, and the IRS ain't even doing all that work. If you ever seen a Dusty, there go one right there. Okay. You said check the credit, avoid debt trap. It's not debt if you got money. It's, oh well, I can impress her by paying off her debt. That's the kind of man you want, ladies. Not nobody that's gonna try to avoid a debt trap. He can't afford you. Sprinkle, sprinkle. He ain't got it like that. He can't just come in and swoop it up and say, I got you. He's still a boy, not a man. And sprinkle, sprinkle. You said only broke men worry about debt. Exactly. That's how you know they give themselves away every time. But y'all aren't the target, dude. If you got to do credit checks on women, you ain't the target. Goodbye. Do they not know how dusty they really sound? That is crazy. All right. We know they in the low pay range. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Okay. You said, what do we need y'all for? These boys are way too confident and entitled. Well, that's what Pick Misha's for. Okay. Y'all go check Pick Misha credit. Okay. She'll probably help you pay your bills. All right. Maybe that's who they're talking about. Maybe they're talking about Pick Misha. I know they ain't talking about women like me. So I'm sorry, Dusties. Y'all keep on checking Pick Misha credit. She might be able to help you. You're in the wrong video though. You're on the wrong channel though. Okay. And y'all, ladies, it's not a flex. I know a lot of y'all have good credit. So do I. But it's not a flex to tell people you got good credit either. Especially no van. Okay. Sprinkle, sprinkle. They're supposed to be trying to give you more. They're supposed to be trying to give you credit cards. Okay. Sprinkle, sprinkle. You said don't flex money, flex looks. Exactly. Okay. Lana says, how about if he put my house on my name and gives you money every week? He has 12 properties on his name. That is with his business partner. Is it worth? Can you pay the taxes on that house? Sprinkle, sprinkle. Does he pay the taxes on that house? I don't know how this is gonna work. I need more detail. So if you're able to maintain the house, the property, the taxes on it without his help at all. So if you should if you should break up with him, it's yours to keep forever. And he don't want to try to take it back. If you could get that situation, great. If you can walk away with it, if you walk away with him, then great. You think it's a bit dangerous to be talking and dropping men? Can't they date men who have money? If you're dating broke, let them get rid of themselves by needing too much from them. Okay, I teach this. Like, if you're dating a broke man, come up with problems he cannot solve financially, and let him go on his own away from you. Okay, I tell a lot of women this: if you are afraid of a man being dusty and broke and aggressive, let him fall off by himself. Tell him you need money, you need this, you need that. You're in a situation, you need help. Fake unethical, fake eviction notice, fake bills, fake this, fake that. When he gets so stressed out of all the expenses that it takes to be in a relationship with you, he's going to bail out. And that's how you can get rid of him easy. Just come up with all these fake expenses and then stop sleeping with him, and then just be sad and be quiet and be fake stressed out about how you're going to pay these bills. Start talking about, you know, you might have to go back home or something. Just let him dismiss himself, because a lot of men will move out of your way if they can't make your life better. Okay. A lot of men will just bow out so that you can face your own problem. That's how you know they don't really like you, because they're not even going to try to do any better. Okay. You said talk about money and they'll leave. Exactly. Start talking about a bunch of stuff that you know ain't going to keep them there financially. Or something that they're totally against. Like, you can fake becoming religious if they're not religious. You can fake wanting to join this and do this, and as a couple, and he might just leave because he ain't want. You could become a newly found devout whatever religion, and just like start reading the Bible to him or the Quran to him day and night, and like start dressing different. Like, just do something that's gonna freak him out so he'll leave on his own. Get another one. Like, y'all if y'all are just finding my channel, have a backup. You always need a backup that has money too. All right. That way you don't have to worry about him, because you got them. Sprinkle, sprinkle. You say you start talking about Jesus, they leave it quick. Exactly. Get your highlighter and your Bible out, your reading glasses, and sit on the couch. Turn that music off. It's very evil. We can't watch that. It's rated R. Let's get back into church. Okay. Girl, they be gone the next day. Everything you tell them. Praise the Lord. Praise the Lord. Amen. Man, I gotta go. Just start reading out of the holy books or whatever holy books y'all got, and being extra conservative and making them read with you on a Saturday evening. Mm-hmm. You said, oh, you dating a provider and they pay 100% of all your stuff, but he was in a relationship with one of your family members. How you don't know how do you feel about that? Well, which one was it? A cousin, a sister, an aunt? It depends on like how close you are to the family member. You can always act like you didn't know, or you could get that person's blessing. What? You said woman's soul has left the chat. Yeah, they'll pretend to lose anything if they're around some dust. A woman will literally pretend to be soulless and all about whatever is going to get rid of some dust. She will. She will tell you straight up, I only deal this, I only deal that, da da da, get out of my face. I need money, da da da. I am soulless, get out of my face. You don't even need to know the rest of my story because you can't afford it. Yes, a woman will literally act like a robot, a soulless being, if it's to get some dust out of her face. We sure will. Oh, Grace, sprinkle, sprinkle. A man just told you it seems like what I need from him is money, which is fine. I just need to make it clear and tell me we can make arrangement if you want. He's a bit fiery. How can I phrase kindly? It's like, no, I just want a provider man that likes to provide for the woman that he's seeing, not any type of exchange. I only like men who have the ideals of being a provider, who want to impress me, who like giving, who enjoy being a provider for a woman. I don't want, you know, what you're thinking. I don't need an arrangement. Either you're a provider or you're not. That's what you're doing. So it's going to make him look in the mirror at himself and wonder if he's trying to create an exchange type of relationship versus just being a provider. It's like, I like to feel safe and secure financially and, physically with the man that I'm with. And in order for me to trust anybody that I'm with, to allow myself to be vulnerable with them, I have to be totally provided for. Otherwise, it's not really worth it to me emotionally. So I don't do exchanges or anything like that. That's not me. But if you are a provider and you understand the value of a woman, then we have more to talk about. If not, maybe I'm not the one for you. That's all you tell them. Because a lot of these men out here are too broke to understand that. So you literally have to explain it to some of these guys. They're dumb. They don't know any better. Okay. They literally don't know, because look who they're hanging out with. Other broke men. Look how they value women as an exchange, as an object. So they're never going to understand what being a provider really means until you explain it to them. And once you explain it to them, especially if you're a classy woman and they like you and they really feel like, you're their type, they're going to listen, because men will listen to you. They may not be able to afford you, but they will listen to you. So the next time they attempt to approach a woman that's similar to you, they'll know the deal. And they're going to come off as a provider in the beginning versus trying to make an exchange, because only broke people make exchanges. Providers just give. Okay, sprinkle, sprinkle. Mm-hmm. You said they listen when they respect you. Exactly. So you could be nice, nasty. You can be like, or you could just be very nice and explain it to them in a nice way and tell them, like, only date providers. If you're not one, just dismiss yourself. Okay. It's like, oh, you know what? I didn't ever think of it like that. I just only thought that men wanted to provide for women. I didn't think that there was some type of exchange. I'm not that kind of person. So if you don't understand the value of a woman on your own, then, obviously you're not a provider type. That's literally a dismissal. Because they can go find Pygmisha. Pygmisha will do whatever you ask her to. She'll do flips, cook breakfast, scrub the toilet, whatever. Pay your bills. That's what they need. They literally need Pygmisha. They don't need you. They don't need a lady. They don't need a wifey. They need a Pygmisha. Thank you, Davina. Sprinkle, sprinkle. You're 6 feet and new sugar daddy is 6'5" or 64. No, 65 and 5'3". It's been 6 weeks and I've already received 5 figures. Met him having coffee at a French cafe on the affluent side of town. Okay, so she went to the rich side of town. She was in a cafe. She met her a short king. He liked that tall glass of water, and now he's giving you 5 figures. Okay, Miss Davina, sprinkle, sprinkle. 6 weeks, that's pretty good, man. Sprinkle, sprinkle. You said they don't want Pygmisha though, but that's what they act like they want. If they don't want Pygmisha, they got to get their money up. They can't get a woman at a Pygmisha price. It just don't go together. That's like looking for something where they don't sell it. Okay. That's like going to Chanel and looking for a discount. They're not going to find it, baby. You got to go back to wherever they came from. You said like trying to buy groceries at Home Depot. Exactly. Like they're looking in the wrong place for the type of woman that they want. You said going to Chanel looking for H&M prices. That's true. So men get confused because Misha will do backflips, scrub toilets, and cook for them. So their confidence level gets real high when it comes to women because they think all women are the same. Then when they run across a woman that knows her value, they want to get mad because she ain't got Misha's standards, and they don't think that he's the prize. So that they get confused. They get angry and they start lashing out, or they start projecting because they can't get the type of woman they want at a Misha price. Sprinkle, sprinkle. You said there are a lot of Mishas out there and they confuse men. Well, men need to learn the difference between a Misha and a woman that values herself. All right. They need to learn. Y'all need to learn the difference. Maybe somebody should tell y'all and teach y'all the difference. Misha will do anything for you, and you will do anything for a woman that you actually want. If you meet a woman and you don't feel like that you want to do everything for her and make sure she's safe financially, then you need a Misha. Thank you, S974. Sprinkle, sprinkle. So if you look at as a man, if you look at a woman and you say, I want to pay her bills, I want to make sure she feels safe and secure and trust me, and don't look at no other man because she just so impressed and infatuated by me and falling in love with me because I got her and all her bills and I just want to make her life better. If you don't look at a woman and think that, you need a Misha. Okay. The real Jess. Sprinkle, sprinkle. So that's how you know the type of woman that's for you. You don't feel like you coming in here to totally upgrade her, then go find Misha because that's your type. All right. If you just lonely and want to go out to eat with some woman, go. That's what the dating apps are for. Okay, y'all got them dating app Mishas or them free food women on the dating apps. All they want to do is go out to eat. You want to go out to eat? Great. Free food. All right, as long as you're able to pay. But if you're looking for a woman to have a relationship with and you don't feel like you want to do everything for her, then your type is literally Misha or Barbara the Builder. And you know it, those type of women, they'll never respect you either. So you can't get respect until you earn it from yourself first by becoming a provider type of man. Okay. You said we're not out here looking for 30-year-old plus, and they're not looking for you because you're too broke. What would a 30-year-old woman want with a man that don't have no money? Okay. I don't know any 30-year-old women that are looking for 30-year-old men. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Or 30-year-old wallets. I don't know them. By the time a woman is 30, she is trying to improve her lifestyle, which means she has to find a man that already has money, which means he's going to be older. And so 30 to an older man that has more money than a 30-year-old is the prize. So if you're a 30-year-old woman, a 30-year-old plus woman, and you're dating a 50-something-year-old man, you're the prize to him. A 30-year-old man needs to date somebody way younger than him because he can't impress nobody at 30. Sprinkle, sprinkle. People gonna look at him and ask, how old are you again? How much do you earn? Oh no. So they gotta go find younger ladies to impress with their 30-year-old chick. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Yeah. But it's okay. We understand. And honestly, if you can't teach a woman anything, they're not really impressed by you as a man. So a lot of women prefer to date older. Mm-hmm. You said, what's wrong with a 30-year-old? Nothing if you 21. But a 30-year-old man and you're 30, what he gonna do for you, ma'am? What's he gonna do for you? What kind of car he gonna get you? What neighborhood y'all gonna be living in? If you don't pay no bills, do you have to chip in? Does he got his hand out at bill pay time? Like, What can a 30-year-old do for you as a 30-year-old? Nothing. Okay, he might can buy you a gift and take you to dinner and take you to Forever 21, but what can he do for you for real? Okay. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Remember, men project their fears upon other people. So their fear of rejection from a woman their own age is what makes them try to go get younger women. Their fear of rejection from women their own age, being more intelligent, more financially stable, more financially intelligent. And also, women in their 30s are usually wanting to start a family, get married, and all that kind of stuff. So, why would a man that just wants to use a woman as an object be attracted to someone who's ready to move forward in life and in their lifestyle? It doesn't make sense. I always agree that women should definitely date older. Okay. And men need to date who they can impress. So I don't really care if men date younger women. If the younger women are impressed by a 30-year-old, then more power to them. But stay where you're appreciated. If a 30-year-old man can't date a woman his own age because she has more than him or wants more than he can provide, then she needs to date someone older who has it already. We don't care. Okay. Just get the money and go where you're appreciated. All right. You said they want us to be insecure so bad. If they want us to be insecure so bad, then they need to make way more than enough money to impress us. And then say, oh, well, I really like you. They got to be smarter than us, more mature than us, want to start families and have kids at the same age if they want to impress us. Otherwise, they're for the younger women. We can't do nothing with them. Okay. Like there's nothing we can do with them but just ask them, oh, what high school did you go to? Okay, well, go whatever. Nice to meet you. Like there's nothing we can do for each other. Too young, mentally and financially. Sprinkle, sprinkle. A man your own age is like a child. They're too young financially and they can't impress you. You literally got to teach them stuff. And they're not on the same page as you for what you need to be doing in life at that time. So literally dating someone your own age is going to be like dating a child. Someone too young, you got to teach them stuff. Okay, you've been seeing plastic surgeon. He's 60, you're 40, only been 4 nice dinners, no gifts, wants to go out this Saturday, don't want to waste time if he doesn't buy Valentine's gift, going nowhere. Okay, well, tell him, it's like, then I'll already tell, I know you're going to get me something really nice for Valentine's Day. I can't wait to see what you're going to get me. I'm so excited. Yay, I finally have a Valentine this year. You know what? I know it's going to be great. So act like you already think he's getting you a gift and tell him that and get him all like concerned that you're so excited. So he has to go buy you something. Okay. Okay. You said men want women as objects rather than a human. Yeah. Because think about this. If you came out of a woman as a man, the one thing that you are trying to do the whole rest of your life is impress women and to get back in there as a man. That's the only thing you're trying to do. If you can't impress them, then you get mad. You start acting out just like a child does to a mother. So they're not paying attention to you, the child will start to act out. These are like the men, the dusties, the men who can't have what they want, the men that's trying to constantly prove something to women, get their attention by acting out. Just go get your money up, sir. When your mom tells you to go do something, that's all she needs you to do. She don't need you to find every excuse of why you ain't did it. When somebody tells you to go do something, especially your mom, just go do it. Okay? There's nothing you can do to impress us, but just to impress us the way we need you to impress us. Go get some money. All right. and deal with who will deal with you. Okay, stay out of grown folks' business. Some of y'all men are too immature to be with a woman your own age. You can't impress us. You still act 10 years younger mentally. So stay out of grown folks' business. Let the man handle the job, and you go find you somebody on your level. Okay, that's what I tell these guys, because honestly, they're mad because they wouldn't even care what a 30-plus-year-old woman would think if that's not their type. They wouldn't care what you think. You're not on the radar. You're not the target, obviously. A lot of men project because they can't get the attention that they want from the type of woman that they want. So they have to go get less, or they have to go get younger, or they have to go get someone that they're mentally compatible with. Okay. People don't understand this, and they don't understand themselves, but I explain it so easily. An upset man is just a man who can't get the approval from a woman that he wants it from. An upset man tries so hard, but it never works. Just go do what you need to do. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Now, there are some special cases. There are men that are very intelligent, very smart, and very mature for their age, and very financially secure for their age, and who may date a woman of similar age or whatever. But that's very rare. So there's no sense in arguing about nature. Just go get you a younger woman that's easily impressed with your little chump change, and allow women to date who appreciates them. There's no need to get upset because a woman will not approve of you. Okay, if your mama approves of you, that's the only woman you need to approve of you. Everybody else, just get your money up. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Okay, there you go. Mm-hmm. You said yes because we want to be impressed as older women. Exactly. Yeah, like we see y'all as, well, I see y'all as kids. I see these dusty dudes or these angry dudes as children that are screaming out for attention and approval from their mothers. Because literally we birth men. Men don't birth us. So we're their first teachers. We teach them how to use the bathroom, how to bathe, how to tie their shoe, all that stuff. So we're their first teachers. They want our approval naturally. So if they can't get it from us, they try to go get it from other people. But at the same time, you don't get mad. Just go do what we asked you to do. Sprinkle, sprinkle, get some money. Yeah. Sprinkle, sprinkle. But you know what? Even though they may not like to hear it, they'll at least think about what I said and try to figure it out mentally for themselves, and then approach dating either the same or slightly different. You know, there's nothing they can do, but understand that. All right. So, like I said, a lot of men are very immature mentally, and a lot of women can't deal with them. It's like you could have money. I mean, you could have enough, but if you're stupid or very immature and not mentally, stimulating, a woman will cheat on you too, just for that, because she's embarrassed of you. You're stupid. Y'all can't hold a conversation. You want to do dumb stuff. She's over that. So a lot of men need to date younger women, because a lot of times men can't, it's like a huge child. And a lot of times men can't impress women their own age. It's like, it's not impressive anymore. They could just go get an older man with money that's not trying to do stupid stuff. Okay. All right. All right. Have y'all ever been with a man that was just so stupid and immature that you just like start to roll your eyes every time he opened his mouth? It literally disgusts you. Okay. I'm like, ugh. I think that's what make women want to cheat the most. It's like being disgusted by like the maturity level of whoever they're with. It's like, oh my God, I need to find a real man that's actually a man, mature mentally. Uh-huh. He said every time he said anything, he was so embarrassing. Girl, that's why a lot of women don't want to go out in public with these dudes because they're stupid. And they're afraid what they're going to say and embarrass them. Like, nope. Or you just walk away like, I'm not agreeing with that. That's the stupidest thing I've ever heard. And then if you try to correct them, they get all mad. Like, man, don't correct me. Well, then don't be stupid. That's why it's hard to be with somebody your own age or somebody stupid. Because even though it's not nice to correct people in public, like you can't let them represent you out there talking stupid all the time. So then people start avoiding, going out where people can talk to each other. So let's just go to a movie because you can't be trusted talking to people because they're gonna look at me stupid for being with you because you stupid. Every time he annoys you, you take him to a different store to keep spending. Uh-huh. You said they feel the same way about us. Well, they're supposed to be a man, and they're supposed to be the leader, and they're supposed to be much, responsible and financially responsible. But if you acting stupid and dumb, then women can't really respect that. Hmm. You said, imagine his money touching you. Yeah. You said men should be leaders, providers, and protectors. If you're going to, we live in a patriarchal society and men are this and men are that, then they need to act like it and stop trying to be women. They need to stop thinking they're the prize. They need to stop trying to ask you to pay bills. And then on the next conversation, they're walking around beating their chest, talking about their man. Well, then act like a man. Otherwise, we're not going to believe you. Sprinkle, sprinkle. We're going to start calling y'all man up. Put an A on it and make it feminine. Okay, you a man. Why you put an extra A on it? Why you say it like that? That's funny. You saying it wrong. No, I'm saying it right. The A makes it feminine, man. uh, why don't we just make it ma'am? If you write it in cursive, it look like ma'am. That's good enough. All right, ma'am. We're gonna start calling her ma'am. Manna, and then it's gonna evolve to ma'am. I said a man approached you. He's not rich, but so far he has been working extra to meet my wants and needs. What do you think? I think if you want a hard working man, it's gonna have to work extra to meet your wants and needs for the rest of your life. Are your wants and needs gonna stay the same? Do you want way more than he's able to give you now? Because as you get older, a lot of times your wants and needs may increase depending on if you start a family or if you want to live somewhere different or whatever. It's going to increase. So if he's struggling now to meet just the wants and needs, you know, is he going to continue to do that? Maybe he needs another stream of income or something else, but you don't want someone that is struggling to meet them. You need someone that does it easily, in my opinion, because you're going to want more. Okay. So just think about that. You said how to keep them spending after they start to slack, to tell them, oh, pay for this, do that. You got it. You don't got it? Okay, well, I need to go figure out how I'm gonna get it. And then don't respond to them. Don't talk to them. Don't touch them. Be very distant until they start paying again. Until they start spending, be distant. Be short with them. Why are you dealing with a brokey in the first place? Somebody said brokies are negative or they negative. Don't deal with brokenness in the first place. Just dismiss them. Find an excuse. You could just lie. Like, oh, what's your sign? Oh, I don't get along with them. I'm so sorry. Can't do it. Basically, you're broke. Can't do it. Just find an excuse. Even if you have to lie. Oh, what's your sign? Oh, what church do you go to? Oh, have you been baptized? Have you given your life to? Okay, then no, we can't date. You don't have to tell them they broke. You could just let them dismiss themselves by saying, by saying the wrong things. Thank you, Lottie. Sprinkle, sprinkle. How would you describe the reality of a 40-year-old age gap? He is only one that can handle me out of your others. Or go collect the money as long as you can, ma'am. Maybe you'll get on the wheel. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Said Pete pays zero attention to the men in the comments. Yeah. If a man is seeking attention from women, he doesn't get it often from women in real life. So men are supposed to be trying to impress women, not seek attention from them. That's a very feminine trait. So you already know where their bank accounts are. Not good. Okay. Sprinkle, sprinkle. You said what you needed to hear. He doesn't meet all your financial needs, and I think he's going to propose. Then say no, girl. I've been proposed to by somebody that did not meet any of my financial needs, and I was like, nope. I said yes, took the ring. The ring was cheap, and then I changed my mind. I was like, you know what? I gotta go. Yeah. Most of the time, like, this is why a lot of men get crushed and get mad at women, because they think proposing to a woman is like the ultimate romantic thing, but there's no romance without finance. A woman is going to base her decision on whether she wants to be your wife on what you got in your bank account and what you could do for her. She's not going to base it on, oh, well, I like him, he's a good person, he has a good heart. That's a setup for poverty. Okay, she's going to base it on if you're able to financially be a husband. Not that you chose her to bring into a life of poverty. That doesn't make sense. Okay. A proposal is not a flex unless it comes with some money. All right. Because people can propose to you every day, but if they ain't got no money, the answer is always going to be no. All right. Propose with some money. Propose with a future. Propose with financial stability. Stop proposing broke, man. You shouldn't even be thinking about marriage if you broke. For real, because that's terrible. Why would you want to do that to yourself, to your woman, and to your future kids? That's how you know they're stupid. That's how you know a man is not mature enough for a marriage, for a wife, for a family, because they're stupid enough to propose broke. And why would you put that in charge of your finances and your future? You shouldn't, because that's stupid. It's the dumbest thing you could do. All right. So if they're dumb enough to get down on one knee and propose to you with nothing in their bank account, and you dumb enough to say yes, then y'all deserve each other. Okay. Like, sir, get up off your knee and go get a job, go get a second stream of income, go get your money out, because ain't nobody gonna marry you except for Pick Misha. Okay. You said, why do broke men fool rich women? Broke men don't fool rich women. Rich women just have several options. And they let them think that they're full of them. But really, when it comes down to it, they're not really dealing with that. Okay. You said your provider don't respect you and insults you. You want a provider who respects and loves you? Then go find someone that loves you times 10, ma'am. They gotta love you times 10. Otherwise, they ain't gonna like you. Go to where you're the prize, darling. You said there are some rich women who loan broke men money and end up, girl, them are Pick Mishas and Barbara the Builders. Y'all know that? Y'all not understand the category? Pick Misha and Barbara the Builders do that. A woman can be rich, average, or poor, but her mindset is only of abundance sometimes. So, for example, you can have a rich Barbara the Builder or a rich Pick Misha that's giving her Dusty all this money. The Dusty out there cheating left and right. So, or you can have an average or a woman that doesn't make a lot of money that only dates men that provide and pays bills and stuff like that. So it doesn't matter. You can have enough money and be the biggest Pick Misha in the world to several broke men if you want to. Okay. Being a rich woman does not exclude you from being a Pick Misha or a Barbara the Builder. Okay. Okay. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Okay, David wants a robot woman. That's the only woman that's going to be able to put up with him. Definitely. A programmed one that he has to pay for. I hope you can afford the maintenance. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Good. Then maybe you'll leave us alone and have something to do with your time instead of this. Because this ain't it, sir. It's literally not a good look. Maybe your robot will think you're masculine. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Go ahead, get your robot. Leave women alone that you can't afford. It's a win-win. All right. She said she was hot in that movie. Yeah, but in real life, she wouldn't touch you. Because that's actually a real person, a human being. And in real life, you wouldn't have a chance. So literally go get you a robot. Okay. You said a robot woman is 50K. Well, maybe he got it. Maybe he could save up. Maybe he could take out a loan. Who knows? Maybe he can finance her. Maybe it'll give him a reason to get his credit right. I don't know. Either way, it's going to help him. He's still got to spend money on her. Right? That's not, men think that's a threat. We don't care. It'll get you out of the way and let the real men come through that can actually impress women. Not one that has to cop out with a robot because don't nobody want them. The funny thing is, women will get male robots to bring them more money to go out and provide. But a man will get a woman robot just to sleep with her and do housework. So you want a maid and we want a provider. Case closed. You want a live-in maid with benefits and women want providers. So go get you a robot. And if women buy those male robots, you just gonna make them go get a job. Go get you an online job, customer service, AI customer service or something, and bring me my money. The woman would literally put that robot to work to earn an extra stream of income. A man will just be rolling around in the bed with the robot getting electrocuted. So good for y'all. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Don't be rolling around in a waterbed. Okay. Watch out for the pool. All right. Don't be trying to take a shower with it. All right. Read them instructions before you unwrap. Like my instruction that came with my hair straightener, it says, do not get near water. This is an electrical appliance. Please read all directions before using this device. Okay. Your provider man chased you for 1 year. After only a few dates and paying for some girl trips, he's sending money. He start having tantrums when things don't go his way. Okay. You need to assess the problem and say, when we first met, were you on any types of medication? This is what you got to do. I'm trying to tell you. You're like, no, why? Because you didn't used to act this way. Like you were more calm, and now maybe we need to go see someone because like you're giving symptoms of such and such. Then he's gonna calm down and try to disguise the symptoms that you gave him, his acting out, his tantrums. And you're gonna start suggesting him some medication, darling. That's what you're gonna start doing. Because you're not gonna get mad. You're not gonna give in to his tantrums. You're gonna suggest medications. That way he can self-discipline himself if he really doesn't need medication, which he probably doesn't. But you're gonna act like you think he does. So therefore he'll try to fix himself and stop acting stupid. All right. Because every time he throws a tantrum, you're not going to pay attention to the tantrum. You're going to pay attention to the medication he may be needing. Okay. So you ignore the tantrum and you're more focused on his mental health. Okay. I'm so sorry. You know what? Something really must be triggering you. Have you been feeling okay? Is everything okay? Do you need to talk to someone? Maybe you should get on some medication. If you suggest that every time he start acting stupid, he'll dial it back. Okay? Sprinkle, sprinkle. You said, where do girls with autism hang out? I don't know. Where do they hang out? Probably with Kanye and Elon Musk. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Yasmin, you're funny. What Yasmin over there saying? Misha going to get smacked by her Dusty. Oh, but she probably like it though. Okay. How to make a man see you as valuable. You got to be valuable. For anybody to see you as valuable, you got to see yourself as valuable and you have to be valuable. All right. That's the only way people are going to see your value is if you are valuable. So if you don't feel you're valuable and people can't just tell or see it, then you got to work on it. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Yeah, women should know their value already, and then that should project out towards the rest of the world. So you got to work on knowing your own value. Okay. Anyway, no, broke men should never date. They need to go get their money together, and they shouldn't complain, and they shouldn't look for approval for women out of their league, out of their tax bracket. They should just go get some money or go hang out with Pygmalicia and Barbara the Builder and just leave us alone and shut up and stop complaining all the time. You got a choice. A lot of men don't realize this, that we can see straight through them. And if you ain't got no money, then just waste your time. Okay. And it's not, men always think it's just about money. No, it's about your priorities, where your mind is. You're making bad decisions. You're chasing women instead of money. How old are you? How old are you going to be when you make this much money? Are you going to be able to afford a house? How are you even going to propose to a woman if you still broke? No, your priorities are out of order. You can't lead nobody if you can't get your own money up. So it has nothing to do literally with the money. It's that nobody gonna be able to trust you if you broke. You can't do nothing for nobody if you broke. As a man, society teaches that men are leaders, they're responsible, they're fathers, they're husbands. They don't teach in society that men are beggars, roommates, sorry excuses, dumb. Like that's not what's being portrayed in the movies. That's not what's being portrayed as a stereotype, but that's what's happening. So when you approach a woman and we have this stereotype of a man being a man and you approaching us like some type of who did it and why and what exactly are you? We can't even tell if you gay or straight no more. So if y'all are acting like that, nobody is gonna deal with that. Go get your money up, get your self-esteem up, get your confidence up, get your purpose back, and then deal with a woman. Because a lot of y'all just walking around in a circle in the wrong direction. Now, if you can even figure that out. You said, and men put the rules in place too. Exactly. Now, how are y'all supposed to be anybody's leader acting stupid like that? Okay, boss baby, sprinkle, sprinkle. How come no man approaches you even in the high-end grocery store? Do I have to make eye contact? Actress, sprinkle, sprinkle. I don't know what you look like, ma'am. I don't know what you look like. What time of day you going to that grocery store? What side of town you at? You said the high-end grocery store. I don't. Do you look like you shop there normally? How many times do you go there a week? You know what I'm saying? Or is it the older men? Are you making eye contact? Are you trying to reach stuff on the top shelf that you can't reach? You know what I'm saying? Are you a damsel in distress? What time are you going? Go early in the morning. Usually rich people or people that don't want to be bothered by a lot of people that have money, they go in the morning, like early in the morning. So if you're gotta go in the morning time. More people are friendlier in the morning than they are like after a certain time of day because they're trying to rush around. Or if you live in a city that has like athletes or whatever, and you know what side of town most of the athletes live on, go to the grocery stores over there early in the mornings or in the morning time. Usually they'll go there after they go work out or when nobody's there because they don't want people bothering them. Okay, sprinkle, sprinkle. They try to go early in the morning, and that's the same for like a lot of people that have money too. They try to get in there early and get out. Um, every time I drive by the grocery store or go to the grocery store in the morning by my house, there's always straight up luxury vehicles in the parking lot. Some men, some women, but yeah, you got to go early in the morning to that. Um, your husband explains saying that you're trying to get me to pay your bills. Okay, say I'm not trying. You should want to pay my bills. I'm your wife, unless you want somebody else to pay them. That's exactly what I would say. You want somebody else to pay my bills? Is that what you're saying? I don't feel financially safe with you. So who else would you like me to feel financially safe with? You trying to tell me to go find someone else? That can pay my bills? What are you saying? What exactly are you saying? Because that's all I'm hearing. When your man or your husband say he can't pay bills, all he's telling you is that somebody else can pay bills. Because that's all you should be hearing. Okay. That word come out his mouth, or the translation is go find someone else to pay your bills, ma'am, because that's what the women are going to hear anyway. That's exactly why men shouldn't date or marry broke, because as soon as they start talking that broke talk, that woman's eyes are going to open to every man that has more than him. And maybe her legs, if she's desperate, but her eyes are going to be peeled back every time she sees a man with more money, because she's not in a financial safe space with her man. So she's going to literally naturally be looking for the upgrade. So y'all better get y'all money together if y'all even think a woman is gonna act like she's gonna be faithful to you. Mm-hmm. For real. And a lot of men know this, and they also get mad about that. Well, you're just gonna dump me for the highest bidder. No, just get your money up and keep growing it, and you don't have to worry about that. A woman is supposed to motivate and inspire a man to get more and to do better and to provide. If you're gonna stay the exact same as you were at 20, at 40, then you're not even, you know, upgrading yourself. So that's what a woman is. A woman is for a grown man, not a little boy. Y'all have to understand that. Broke men should never date. They should get their money up and stop complaining. Stop acting like little kids. Mm-hmm. So y'all need to start and y'all need to stop accepting the least. Like if you're dealing with a man, your husband, your boyfriend, and he's asking you to pay stuff and you are fine with it in the beginning, he obviously feels like he picked a woman that valued him more than she valued herself. So when things start changing in the relationship, because maybe you find one of my videos, they're going to start feeling like, well, she must think she's the prize now. I didn't marry her to pay her bills. I married her because she could afford to pay some of mine. A lot of times these men aren't marrying y'all because they love y'all. They marrying y'all because you could help them. Okay. And they're because they haven't matured into their masculinity yet. They're still living in their femininity because they're not financially responsible to even have a wife. So literally, you're doing them a huge disservice by paying any bills in that house. Mm-hmm. They shouldn't even be married. They can't even afford it. But y'all keep trying to make it affordable for them. A lot of pick-meishes are out there. A lot of Barbara the Builders are out there, are roommates. Exactly. Y'all are perpetuating the problem. So I know women gonna get mad at me for this. Oh, because I married my man and da, 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 da. Well, maybe you didn't know any better. But now you can't go back and tell a man who only married you because you paid that you don't want to pay no more. Unless he truly loves you, then he'll find a way to pay and allow you the rest of your family. That's how you can test it, though. If your man will leave you because you can't pay bills in his house or in a house where he's supposed to be the head of the house, then he don't love you. If he doesn't say, oh, I'm going to go find a second income, or I'm going to go get a second job to keep you, that means he don't love you. He just got with you because you could help him. Okay. And I know a lot of women have this mentality, this 50-50 mentality. Oh, we're a team. Oh, we're that. When is the last time you've seen a woman on a male sports team? Y'all aren't a team. When the last time you seen a woman competing against a man in the Olympics? It's not a team, baby. It's a wife and a husband. It's a man and a woman. All right. So you know why you can't have a team? Because y'all can't be a team and pregnant at the same time. Y'all can't both be a pregnant team. Okay. Think about it. So y'all aren't a teen. You're just a dummy. A lot of women are dumb and they don't know any better, but they grow wiser as they get older. And that's the beauty of it. And they test while their men are with them. Are you there? Is your man there to ride your back, or is he there to have your back? There's a difference. That's why every time you see a pick-me-sha paying for something, the Dusty is riding her back, literally, with them dusty arms around her and that dusty hug by the register. He's on her back, literally. That's why you see that. Never tax return season comes around and you see an unattractive woman out with a guy and he's dusty and she's taking him to the shoe store or shopping or whatever. Every time it's time to pay, he behind her, hugging her with that dusty hug. He's literally on her back. All right. And as soon as he got the bag in hand, he's walking 3 steps in front of her once again in the mall. So honestly, I don't know how y'all deal with men who ask you to pay every month bills, because they're not with you because they love you. They're with you because you can help them as a grown man. They hadn't even become mature enough to fulfill their own manhood as far as being a full provider for themselves. They need your help. So it just becomes another child, literally. And women are natural nurturers, so they get emotionally attached to their child of a man. And they don't realize that they're never going to find the man of their dreams or the man that they want or a man that's a provider if they keep dealing with this man who's only dealing with her because she can help him. Y'all continuously date these broke men and have all these problems because things are out of order and backwards. Just stop dating broke. Go get you somebody that has some money and knows how to be a man. If you can't do that, then level up so that you can. It's not that hard. I mean, people can do it if they want to. You said, Lucy said, tax return and sneakers store purchases go hand in hand. They go together. That's they do. What are my thoughts on women cooking and cleaning for men that provide for them? Well, I feel like if a man is providing it for them, they should have a credit card. And you should also be able to use that credit card to provide maid services. And, maybe if every once in a while, a chef comes in and prepares some home cooked meals and maybe do some meal prep. And also that same credit card can also order food out from DoorDash and stuff like that. So if you're living with a total provider, and you should have an option to cook and clean. It should not be required. You know what I mean? Sprinkle, sprinkle. Because if he's a provider, he's going to give you a credit card and you can hire somebody to do that if you don't feel like doing it. You might feel like doing it 1 day a week and hire somebody else to do it the other 6 days. Does that count? You said you messed up and you cooked for your man, your provider yesterday. I hope you burnt it. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Okay. Should you get another degree to find provider instead of going into, y'all are of a different culture that values, degrees in education and that go hand in hand with finding a provider. And some cultures, that don't even matter. You just got to look good and they got to want you. But if in your culture, if that's what gets the man, then that has more money, then definitely go for it. Maybe he'll pay for it for you. You know what I'm saying? But y'all have to realize that in different cultures and in different countries, things are a little bit different. Men don't care if you got 18 degrees or not, if they can provide for you. Okay? Sprinkle, sprinkle. You said this woman rides a broomstick. At least I ain't sweeping. Sprinkle, sprinkle. All right. Some of these women sweeping and scrubbing toilets. And paying bills. You said they want you to be dumb. Vampire Goddess said they want you to be dumb. They sure do. And the fact that they want you to be dumb and they already dumber than you women really got to play super stupid to deal with men even close to their own age. Like literally, it's like dumbing. Like that's why it's so hard for women to dumb down, because we already have to deal with someone that's less intelligent. And now to be acting even dumber than someone who's less intelligent than you are is terrible. But that's where your acting skills come in. Sprinkle, sprinkle. You said Jesus loves me. Okay, tell Jesus got some money. Holla, Jesus. Habla inglés. Hey, you said not Spanish Jesus. That's the only culture I hear that name in. Jesus. How come nobody naming their kids Jesus in other countries? Like, why is only Jesus? I don't know. You said Jesus. Well, no, I'm not talking about Jesus. I'm talking about Jesus. You the one writing Jesus. It's spelled the same, so you'll just have to take it. You said, "Don't." I'm not. I'm talking about Jesus. You said Zeus. Hey, Zeus. How you doing? Someone said, "Hey, Zeus." Jesus. Oh, Jay-Z. I like Jay-Z too. Sprinkle, sprinkle. And Yeezy. Who you talking about? Oh, Jesus in the Bible. Okay, yeah. That character based on Heru. All right. And Zeus. Okay. And Hercules. Okay, thank you. Yeah, I like me some Hercules too. Hercules. You said come through Heru or Horus. Which one is it? It's both, because they're both different names for the same person in different pantheons. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Okay. Are you religious? No, I'm educated in religion and mythology and folklore. Okay. That's why certain stuff don't work on certain people. Sprinkle, sprinkle. I'm not 100% educated on every religion, but I do know a lot of folklore, religion, and mythology that are repeats and copies of each other. So that's all. It's not that hard. Thank you, baby. Baby Baru. Any ideas on how to turn cheating back on him by making him spend money, man? Every time you catch him or every time he cheats, he has to spend a lot of money for your forgiveness. Okay. And you can act like you don't even care. Like the one thing is, if your man is cheating and you act like you don't even care after you get what you want, she'll think, okay, I've already lost her affection and love, but she's still benefiting from me. And this girl that I'm cheating with don't even really like me like that because she's probably using him for money too. So you just act nonchalant, and he'll either think you already got someone on the side that you can replace him at any given time, or you're just collecting his money and he doesn't even mean anything. Just make sure that you're collecting and not forgiving him for free. Thank you, Emma. How do you get richer and more successful than males? Get 3 men on your roster that all have money. If you have a job or a career or a business, you got 4 streams of income now. Sprinkle, sprinkle. That's how, man. And they will give you money because they will all be paying your bills or all be contributing to your bills. And whatever money you're earning or business that you're starting, you keep all the profit and you use their money for your inventory or investment in your business and your savings. So you need about 4 dudes and your own business. Sprinkle, sprinkle. And, until you're thriving financially, keep them on a roster. Replace them when needed. Date with purpose. Okay. All right. Why would a man say that you deserve better? Because he can't give you anything. He can't give you what you want and what you should have. So he's going to tell you that. So you can say, oh, no, baby, I want your brokenness. Or I want your bad treatment. Sometimes it's reverse psychology to make you think that you're accepting their low quality of life. So you should say this. Yes, you're right. I do deserve better. Are you going to become better, or do I need to go find somebody better? Because if you're not becoming better, then you're right. I do deserve somebody better. Keep your options open. You said, how do you get him to marry you if you live together? Stop cooking, stop cleaning, stop doing laundry, stop sleeping with him. Then don't pay no bills. Tell him you're off limits until you got that marriage license. Sprinkle, sprinkle. But obviously he doesn't want to marry you because he already got a maid and a cook if you cooking and cleaning. So why would he need to get down on one knee if he got everything he already needs? I don't know. That's why you need to make sure men want you for the right reason, not just for some domestic help. So stop being the domestic help. Maybe he'll marry you. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Mm-hmm. Thank you, Anna. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Thanks for the super sticker. How very generous. He said, many women are caught up in that situation. Yes. Y'all have got the wrong definition of what a girlfriend and a wife is. It is not domestic help. We live in the modern era. We live in the modern age. Okay. And I think somebody got to explain this to y'all because y'all don't know no better. We live in the age of technology where you don't have to cook if you don't want to. Back in the old days, people had to spend days, hours preparing for a meal because they had to do everything from scratch. This is where this mentality comes from. And while the man is out working all day, these women are in the kitchen grinding cornmeal, picking vegetables, getting the stove hot. So it literally was a whole ordeal to cook a meal. So the women stayed home, and since they had kids, the kids would help or whoever else that lived there would help that didn't work to prepare meals because it took so long for these men when they got home from work. And plus a lot of people were poor and they couldn't afford, you know, and they didn't have restaurants everywhere back then. So this stupid mentality keeps rolling over into the next generation, even as technology increases, even as convenience increases. Now people feel like it's the woman's absolute duty to be in a kitchen all day, even though we have microwaves, electric stoves, delivery services, personal chefs. They can literally we got them air fryers and stuff. All right. You don't have to be in the kitchen all day to cook. You can go home, order a meal, and put it on a plate, make it look like you cooked it. You don't have to do that no more. You don't have to do someone's laundry. You can literally take their credit card that they gave you to go shopping and hire somebody to come over the house and do the laundry for you. Okay. All right. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Okay. Oh, hold on. All right. Yeah, okay. So yeah, society is advanced now. Just like y'all don't have to go out there and chop wood and hunt food and all that kind of stuff. Y'all can just go in there and tap on some buttons on a computer or do something. It's not the same thing. So you telling me a man is at work all day tapping on a computer, pushing buttons, answering emails and calls, and expect a woman to stay home all day and do manual physical labor and cook? No, just order out and go use your time for what it's for. That's what technology is for, convenience and saving time. Okay. If you ain't all out, if a man is not out all day chopping wood and hunting food and sawing down trees and working in a mill, then don't ask a woman to stay in the kitchen all day and cook for yourself or wash your dirty clothes. Hire somebody to do that and free up both of y'all's time. Okay. If you like to cook, great. But some women just like to do other stuff and they don't want to be expected to cook. See, there's a difference. If you like to cook and you get inspired to cook and you see a recipe that you want to make, great. You have all the tools and the money to do it. But if every day you have to figure out what you're going to cook, how you're going to prepare, if you got the groceries, do you have enough time to cook it? Are you going to get at home enough? Are you going to have to help the kids with homework? Can you cook this? Is it thawed out? That's stress. That's literal stress. Who's going to wash the dishes? More stress, more work. If that is required of you every day and expected of you and not even appreciated out of you, what do you think that's going to do to your self-esteem? What do you think it's going to do to your self-esteem if people are just wearing clothes all willy-nilly, throwing them on the floor, getting them dirt, wiping their hands with something that was clean because you're the laundry person? You're just going to become the maid and the cook if you don't play a different role. Okay. If people got to wash their own clothes, their own dishes, and all that kind of stuff. They're not going to be acting like they act. They're not going to take someone for granted that's not being taken for granted because they're doing stuff that they want to be doing. Okay. Yeah, you can cook for your kids when they're young and little, teach them how to cook so they can fend for themselves in the real world. But no grown, able-bodied man needs you to be at home washing his dirty drawers and slaving over a hot stove to cook for him every night if you don't even want to. Okay, what kind of marriage is that? And then some of them expect you to pay bills. That's not a marriage. That's a pygmy or somebody that don't know their value. Thank you, Nay. Okay, you're 19 and your dad advised you to get a job when you borrowed 3,000 from me. Oh, and then borrowed 3,000 from you and won't pay back when he can. What can I do? I will never date a dusty. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Ma'am, you never supposed to give no man no money unless you could just throw it away. And it's maybe if that was your son, but that's your dad. He's supposed to be giving you money. Sprinkle, sprinkle. He ain't never gonna pay you back, ma'am. Unless he filed his taxes. Do he even have a job? You're never supposed to give money to a man. I don't care if it's your daddy. Tell him to go find another way. If you didn't have it, where else would he be getting it from? Y'all have to understand this. If you didn't have it, where would he have gotten it from? Tell him to go get it there. Okay? That's not a parent. That's not a real parent. All right? Sprinkle, sprinkle. You're not getting that money back, man. Just go find you a sugar daddy and find a man that actually has money and chalk it up to the game. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Because a man will use his own child if he got to. That's how dusty these dudes are these days. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Don't be a victim. Don't give grown men money. Let me repeat this one more time for y'all in the back. Don't give, especially no grown man that's your daddy. Okay, now I could understand if he's elderly and old, he need to have that Medicaid and that insurance in place and all that kind of stuff. But dismiss yourself and tell him, good luck. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Okay, you said what keeps a man in check? Them earning a check, them getting money to keep you. Thank you, Nay. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Will do. Thank you, Shira. I learned the hard way. All right, I'm sorry that happened to you, girl. Just go get your sugar daddy. Replace what he took with some more. And don't do it again. Tell him you ain't got it. And honestly, if you're gonna give money to your parent, it's not about a good or a bad thing. Just give it to them and don't expect to pay it back. You know what I'm saying? If he said that he was going to pay you back and he lied to you and misguided you to give money that you didn't have to give, that's a whole different story. But if you got money to give, you know who's able to pay you back and who's not. Mm-hmm. Sprinkle, sprinkle. You say he lied? Well, then, most men do, baby. I think women are learning that more each and every day. But that's okay, because if you know better, you do better next time, right? Listens. Okay. Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. Your date for tonight still hasn't texted you. Did you meet him online, ma'am? Sprinkle, sprinkle. He may be holding out for someone better, or he might have forgot because of all the women he's talking to online. If you didn't meet him online, and if you don't call you by 2 o'clock, make other plans. I don't know what time it is where you are, but over here it's almost 2. That means it's too late. He's not an online person. Well, then he forgot, girl. How old is he? Does he have mental problems remembering stuff? Is he a senior citizen? Because sometimes they be forgetting. You got to remind them, old man. Is there already 2 over there? Well, did y'all already have a place and time to meet? You already know the details of the locations and stuff? Well, I don't know what to tell you, man. I'm making other plans. Make backup plans, baby. If you don't call you, you got somewhere else to go still. Okay, so make some backup plans. But sometimes you might be a backup plan to him, so you need a backup plan in case his first plan come through, or you just always need a backup plan. Just have a backup plan. So you don't want to text him first? Remember, you're the prize. If you don't want to text him first, then have something to already do in case he doesn't come through. So freestyle, go have fun, go out with your girls. If he doesn't, just be ready to go somewhere at the time that you choose to go. And if he don't call by that time, go where you's gonna go. And don't call him and don't text him first, because he's trying to treat you like you don't matter. And if you're the main character of your own life, then you matter. If he calls you the next day or late, say, oh, I'm so sorry. I totally forgot we even had a date. All right. I'm out already. You said, why are men addicted to online dating if met online? Because it's like a game to them. It's not. Just like women and a lot of people are addicted to social media. It's the same thing. Men are addicted to dating apps. They can meet the perfect woman and they can still be on dating apps because they're addicted to it. So that's why I tell y'all, stop dating online. You said he lying when his lips is moving. Mm-hmm. Thank you, Melina. Sprinkle, sprinkle. I appreciate that. Super sticker. If he don't pursue you of romance, then you have no business giving him your attention. That's true. He's not trying to impress you. He's not excited about the date. He hasn't contacted you. He hasn't said, I can't wait to see you. Usually they do that the night before or the morning of. So he's not thrilled. Some men are nice and they're people pleasers as well. So if you suggested the date, now listen here, because I know I don't get all the information, but if you suggested a date and he wanted to keep you on the phone or keep your attention, he might have went ahead and said sure. But if it was your suggestion, he might not have even asked you out. I'm not saying that he didn't, but sometimes women will suggest stuff and not even realize that the man never even asked them out. So we got to pay more attention to that. Also, these broke men out here can't even afford to date, but they don't want to lose your attention. So they'll lie to you, then come up with an excuse at the last minute or pretend like they forgot. Hopefully you're desperate enough to forgive them. So if you're dealing with men, don't suggest going out with them. Let them ask you. Okay. So like, for example, if y'all are texting or if y'all are on the phone and you say, oh, we should go to dinner next week. Oh, what time do you have free? Da, da, da. Oh, that's perfect for me. He never asked you out. See, some people are so used to making plans and doing the masculine role. I'm not saying this is what you did. I'm just giving the ladies examples that may have this issue. Sometimes they'll suggest something and the man will be so nice that he doesn't want to tell you no, that he'll just say yes and then not show up or continue getting the nice treatment that he's getting until it runs out. Okay. You said how to make him invest in starting a business for yourself. Just ask him for the money so you have something to do. It's like, I always wanted to start my own business. I just need a little money for the startup. Not an investment, but just a gift. You know, if he likes you 10 times more, he's going to give it to you. He can give you a little bit more each month. You know, you don't have to start a giant major business off, because most people, you know, they're not going to be super successful in their very first business. So you need to play around a little bit and find what you're good at and what's going to make money. So start off with something small. And men don't mind investing or giving you money for small businesses or little things that you could do online. And then when those start becoming successful, they'll see that it's a good thing, and they can give you more, you know. What about if you signed up for too much, you work 2 jobs and work out twice a day, you can barely stand at work. Okay, you need to. Okay, so women that have those type of issues, they have to pick a priority to focus on. You got to choose. Okay, you got to choose which one is the most important, and you got to let the other one go or do less of the other one. So you got to choose, or take a shortcut. Sometimes you can phase out one of them jobs and replace them with a sugar daddy, or both jobs, depending on, you know, your target, if that's correct or not. If the target is correct, you can phase out the jobs, or at least one of them. So I don't know how much you make on both them jobs, but like, for example, if you meet a rich man, you say you work out, so you must have a good body. If you meet a rich man on the rich side of town, whatever you're getting paid for a week, they could probably just give you out of their pockets because they have money like that. You know what I'm saying? It's not a lot to some people. Some people will work 2 weeks and earn what somebody earns in like 2 hours or one day, you know? So you got to understand the dynamic of money. I don't know how much you earn, but some men could earn like way, way more, and it's chump change to them. I remember when I was younger, how much I used to earn working 8+ hours or more, and compared to what I get now is crazy. It's crazy. It's almost like a joke. So you got to understand, some men and, you know, people that have a lot of money, they make so much money. What you make in a week is like what they spend on food in a couple of days, you know, or a day. You got to understand. I don't know how much you earn though. Sprinkle, sprinkle. I got to go in a few minutes. You said what? You're 19 and have a provider. He's young, like 21. You want another one. You're pretty and put together. I just have a lot of tattoos. Any advice? Well, have that one paid to get some of them tattoos removed, the ones you don't want no more, and then go. Or maybe this one girl, she told me she was dating this dude that owned a tattoo removal shop or whatever. She said he had money. I don't know. What was that the other day? Maybe find a tattoo shop owner. You know what I'm saying? People that are into tattoos or whatever, because you know everybody has their own likes and dislikes. I'm sure a lot of people make money that have tattoos and admire tattoos, but since you already got them, either you can get them removed or make them work for you. Deal with owners and people that, you know, are in that same lifestyle. Thank you, Toby. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Your husband is a provider, but makes you work emotionally for every dollar. He bought you a car and luxury apartment, but he always makes me stressed. Okay, sprinkle, sprinkle. You have to stop caring, like on purpose. You literally have to stop caring. You have to like literally ignore. You have to literally be like, okay, whatever, I'll do it. Whatever, whatever, whatever. Oh, I don't feel good. My back. I don't feel good. Let me lay down. You got to fake stuff, fake injuries, limp, walk with a limp. Okay. Fake a back injury. Oh my God, my back. I can't do anything. I need to lay down. Fake an injury. The best thing you can do, ma'am, when your husband is acting a fool is fake an injury. Take yourself out of commission. 100%. Why? Because if he acting like that and doing too much, then you need to do way less. And he can't talk about you. He can't be mad if you injured, even if it's a fake injury. Sit back, relax, ma'am. Get your pajamas on. Get your little Stanley cup. Get your little get your laptop and watch your favorite series. Get you some aromatherapy candles and relax. All right. All right. De-stress for days. The worse he act, the longer you're gonna stay injured. Okay. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Okay. You say you did this last night and he had you washing dishes. You can't. Oh, okay. So you faked the injury so you had to wash no dishes? Girl, good for you. All right. Yeah, when you tired, just fake your injuries. When you tired of that man, just fake your injuries for days. If you good, if you smart, you'll fake a lot of stuff. Uh-huh. Someone named Juju Jimenez. Ma'am, go start your own channel and give your own advice if you such an expert. Go teach them how to be pygmishas. Women don't want to be pygmishas. And y'all always want to blame the woman instead of the actual person that did things. So bypass the person that actually did the act. Come and blame the person that tells women stop being stupid and desperate. Come and literally blame anybody but the person that's supposed to be blamed. That's how I know a lot of y'all are dumb, especially people that don't understand my message like you. Sprinkle, sprinkle. All right. Why don't you go start your own Pick Me YouTube channel and see how many people start following your Pick Me self? All right. Let's see what you could do. Okay. Mm-hmm. Anyway, hold on. All right. Sorry, I had to send something off. All right. Thank you, Shira. You are self-conscious about them. Okay, sprinkle, sprinkle. Yeah, don't be bothered with no dust or nobody trying to make you stressed out. Thank you, Barbara. Nice hair, Shira. Thank you, girl. Yeah, these women in here that got something to say against me, go say it to your man if you have one. All right, sprinkle, sprinkle. Go cook and clean and wash somebody dirty drawers. Get up out of here. We don't care. All right. Y'all go blame women for everything. Cook and clean for a man. Wash their dirty drawers and listen to whatever they're going to tell you and believe all the lies they're going to tell you. Do that. And then be desperate enough to do anything to get out of the situation. But honestly, if you watch my channel and you listen and learn, you won't have no problems. Your boyfriend gave you 8K check for your custom closet. Yay. Thank you, BB. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Well, I'm so happy for you. These women out there mad because all they do is laundry, cook, and clean. Don't be mad at me. Look in the mirror and fix yourself and do what you want. Okay. It's always they try to blame the woman instead of the person that's responsible. It's so stupid. You can't even face facts. It's so sad that people do that. That's how you know they're mentally broken, because instead of taking responsibility, instead of seeing the real problem, they look everywhere else except for the actual person that did the wrong. Okay, because if that was the case, like, that's why I'm not political, because every time something go wrong and one of y'all broke Pick Misha's lives, y'all want to blame somebody instead of yourself. Oh, it's your fault. Oh, it's okay. That's why you're where you're at, because you don't take responsibility. That's the difference between broke and rich people. One takes responsibility, fix the problem, improve upon the situation, and one makes excuses and points the fingers. Okay, that's why a lot of people have governments. Okay, hold on one second. Sorry, y'all. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Thank you, April. Okay, hold on. I'm gonna go back to answer because I saw y'all. Your boyfriend gave you 8K. Okay, I already read that one. Thank you, girl. It's a man's world, but women run it. That's true, April. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Okay, happy Valentine's Day, Shira. Thank you, Miss Lucy. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Sorry, I had to take that phone call. But anyway, I gotta leave in a few minutes. So yeah, you said trolls be gone. Yeah, trolls go somewhere. Find some business. If y'all mad, just say y'all mad and project and go do something. Go do better then. All right. Some of these trolls are so trolly, they wish they had a broke Dusty to cook and clean for. That's how bad it is out here, some of these. Yeah, I'm gonna tell them how it is. Some of these women are such huge pick-me-shas that they wish they had a Dusty to take advantage of them. They wish a Dusty would come and take advantage of them. That they so mad. They wish a Dusty would come ask them to wash their dirty drawers. That's how desperate some of these women are. And then they're gonna come in the comments and start talking trash. Man, we not in the same category, not in the same league. We ain't in the same tax bracket. Okay? We two different people on a whole nother reality. Seriously. But if you aren't gonna blame whoever's responsible for things, at least don't look like you're projecting. At least say something intelligent. Okay? Thank you, Melina. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Thanks for the super sticker. Exactly. Some of these people coming here talking stupid and looking stupid too. You said Pygmishas help with the homeless problem. They sure do. If you want a Dusty so bad, go get one off the street. All right? Sprinkle, sprinkle. All right. What? Sugar daddy is easy, but how to multiply them on a roster? If you get one, you can get some, man. Go hang out on the rich side of town. Make friends with people that have other friends and other friends. So make friends with people that have money and you'll get invited to stuff. Okay. Then you can meet people like that. You just keep growing your network. Okay. Yeah. You said, don't let them upset me. They didn't upset me. They upset themselves because they are actually in here mad at themselves for not being able to keep no dust. You know what? Because Pygmishas, you know why they don't like me? Because I make them look in the mirror. And it's not me that they don't like, it's themselves. Because if I say something and it forces you to look at yourself, it's not what I said that you don't like, it's what you're looking at in the mirror that you don't like. And it's not physical, it's the choices that you've chosen. You're not happy with the choices that you've chosen, so you get mad when someone speaks the truth instead of fixing them. But like I said, people will defend us instead of fix the problem. People will defend this instead of fixing the problem. People will, do this instead of fixing the problem. People will blame everybody but the problem or the person that actually caused the problem. Okay? Because they don't want to look at themselves and they don't want to look at the truth. So they will look everywhere else. And that's okay, because I'll turn them right back around and right to that mirror once again. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Okay, that's why Kanye be driving around in the mirror cars. Y'all know he's crazy, but in a good way. Turn it right back around. Show them themselves. Y'all always be talking trash about Kanye, but all he's doing is showing y'all the mirror of how everybody thinks, what everybody says, what everybody actually is. Okay. Literally. The country and the industry that exploits women, he kicked him out for exploiting his woman. The country that's ran on politics, bad business deals, extortion, among other things, gets mad because he says it. That's why he rolls around in them 2 mirror cars with them some type of Maybach or whatever, and they're literally mirror paint, showing them the mirror, reflecting everything. He's a Gemini, which is a twin, which is a reflection. This is wrong channel, but this is what I be teaching on my other channel. So whenever somebody points the finger at him, they point the finger right back at them. Because all he's doing is showing people the mirror and getting the energy that comes with it when people react to themselves. Sure, thanks for the wise words. There are so many dumb people giving advice online nowadays, and you are literally the daily base of a daily dose of common sense. Thank you, girl. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Thank you, Elle. Appreciate that. Yeah, y'all got to do better. Pygmishas. Not talking about everybody. I'm talking about the Pygmishas out there. Pygmishas and Dusty need to go. April, sprinkle, sprinkle. No. They need to wake up. That's what they need to do. They just need to wake up and stop looking for people to blame stuff on and point the finger and look in the mirror and get it together. Okay? Y'all have to think deeper. Like my other channel will have you thinking deep. Never stop spreading your message. All women deserve to be treated like princesses. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Deserve to be treated like princesses. That's right. What? All right, I gotta go, y'all. But thank y'all so much. I'll see y'all soon. Sprinkle, sprinkle. You said, how did I learn all of this? I don't know. Just know. Just always know I'm very observant. It's too easy to see through people. Like I've been like this as a child. I can tell when people are projecting, when they're acting wrong. Plus I have children. I've raised children. I have teenagers. I've been married for 18 years. I'm very observant. I see what people react to, what they don't react to, how they project on things. So I've been firsthand witness to a lot of behavior in a close range to understand why people do certain things, why they react, what triggers them, and everything. She says she's a seer. But it's easy to read people, in my opinion, because I literally used to be a reader. I'll see y'all soon. Oh, also, I have a Patreon if y'all want to ask me questions in private. Definitely find my Patreon. Also, if you want to see my last skincare routine vlog, whatever, I posted that in the description bar as well. It's the I think it's the first link. All right, I'll see y'all later. Bye. Oh, thank you everybody who donated. I forgot to tell y'all. Thank you everybody who donated. I appreciate it. Thank you to all the members in the house. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Really appreciate you guys for being members and supporting the channel. I'll see y'all soon.